You think you have bad midnight snacks? Ancient people were eating things that would make your stomach crawl. No fridge, no delivery app, no microwave. Just darkness, hunger, and whatever they could grab. Tonight we travel back, way back, and find out exactly what ancient humans put in their mouths after dark. Let's start 300,000 years ago. Homo sapiens just showed up. They were basically us, but way hungrier. The number one night food for early humans? Roasted meat. If you hunted it, you ate it. Right then. Fire changed everything. Cooked meat meant more calories, easier digestion, and bigger brains. Literally. But here's the twist. Ancient people also loved insects at night. High protein, easy to catch. You're basically eating a tiny lobster. Stop gagging. People in 40 countries still eat insects daily. You're the weird one. Fast forward to 10,000 BC, the agricultural revolution. Humans settle down, farming begins, night snacks get an upgrade. Ancient Egyptians, our first real foodies. At night, they ate bread, beer, and onions. Yes, onions. Raw. Ancient Egyptian workers who built the pyramids were paid partly in beer and bread. Literal beer wages. Egyptian bread was so dense and gritty with sand that archaeologists found ancient teeth worn down from it. So Egyptians at night, drunk on warm beer, gnawing sandy bread, crying about their teeth. Totally relatable. Ancient Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. The Sumerians were cooking up stews so complex they had written recipes. The Yale culinary tablets, written 4,000 years ago, contain actual recipes. Lamb stew with leeks, garlic, and blood. Blood as an ingredient sounds wild, but it's still eaten today. Black pudding, anyone?
Same idea, thousands of years older. Ancient Greeks at night? It was all about olives, figs, cheese, and wine. Basically a modern charcuterie board. The Greek symposium? Basically a fancy dinner party where they drank, argued philosophy, and passed out. 400 BC frat party. Ancient Greeks ate honey obsessively. Honey at night, honey with cheese, honey and wine. Sugar addicts, 500 BC edition. Honey is the only food that never spoils. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs. Still edible. Ancient Rome. The empire that invented the dinner party, the food snob, and the midnight kebab all at once. Roman fast food was real. Thermopolia, ancient food stalls, were everywhere. They dug up 80 of them in Pompeii. Romans ate garum, a fermented fish sauce on everything. Think ketchup, but made from rotting fish guts. Garum smelled so bad that Roman law banned its production inside city limits. Fish sauce? Illegal by smell. But Romans also ate wildly fancy things at night. Flamingo tongue, peacock brain, jellyfish. Pure flex food. Now let's go to ancient China, a civilization that took night food to a level of sophistication no one else could touch. Night markets in ancient Tang Dynasty China, 600 AD, were legendary. Noodles, dumplings, roasted meats, open until 2 a.m. Soy sauce was invented in China over 2,500 years ago. Ancient people were...
Their nighttime meats? Flavor scientists. Ancient Chinese also ate century eggs at night. Eggs preserved in ash and clay for months until they turned black and green. If your nighttime snack looks like it came from a haunted swamp, maybe ancient China was onto something. Or maybe not. Ancient Maya, 1000 BC to 900 AD. These guys basically invented chocolate, and they were drinking it at night. But wait, Maya hot chocolate was nothing like yours. It was bitter, mixed with chili peppers, and served cold. Cacao was so valuable to the Maya, it was used as currency, literally paying for night food with chocolate coins. Maya night food also included tamales, deer meat, beans, and squash. Nutritionally solid, way better than your chips. Ancient India, the Spice Kings. At night, they were eating curry-style dishes that would blow your mind with flavor. Ancient Vedic texts described evening meals with rice, lentils, ghee, and vegetables. The original dal rice, timeless. Turmeric was used in India 4,000 years ago, not just for flavor, but as medicine. Anti-inflammatory before scientists had that word. Ancient India also ate a lot of dairy at night.
Yogurt, paneer, warm milk with spices, sleep optimization, ancient style. Now to the Vikings. These guys ate for survival. Night meals were about getting through winter, not pleasure. Vikings ate dried fish, salted meat, rye bread, and porridge. Everything preserved, because winter meant months of no hunting. Viking Skyer, an ancestor of yogurt, was a protein-packed night food, basically the Viking protein shake. Did Vikings eat with manners? Absolutely not. Archaeological sites show they threw bones over their shoulder mid-meal. Legend. Medieval Europe, 500 to 1500 AD. Rich people ate one thing, poor people ate something completely different. The food class war was real. Medieval nobles at night feasted on roasted swan, boar, venison, and spiced wine called hippocras, showing off with every bite. Medieval peasants at night? Pottage, a thick, watery stew of whatever was available.
Turnips, cabbage, scraps of bone? Medieval Europeans actually believed certain foods caused nightmares. Cheese was top suspect. The original sleep science was wrong. Here's your mind-blown moment. Ancient Roman gladiators were mostly vegetarian. Beans and barley, the barley men. Why? Vegetarian diet built a layer of fat around their muscles, extra protection in fights. Smart and delicious. Ancient Aztecs at night? Chocolate again, but also maize, tomatoes, avocado, and chilies. They invented guacamole, essentially. Europeans had no idea what avocado or tomatoes were until they reached the Americas. For thousands of years, zero guac. Dark times. Ancient Japanese ate miso soup and fermented foods at night, 2,000 years before probiotics became a buzzword. Fermented foods equals gut health. Ancient people accidentally optimized their microbiome 3,000 years before science understood why. Ancient sub-Saharan Africa at night? Sorghum porridge, morogo, wild greens, and dried beef called biltong ancestor. Zero waste cuisine. Ancient Inuit peoples ate seal meat and whale blubber at night. Raw, frozen, in the Arctic dark. Pure survival mode. Whale blubber is insanely calorie dense. One meal could fuel an adult for an entire day in Arctic temperatures. Bioengineering diet. Compare this to your midnight granola bar. 90 calories. Ancient Inuit
from across the tundra. The wildest thing? Ancient night food was generally healthier than yours. No ultra-processing, no added sugar, no seed oils. Ancient humans had no concept of eating at night is bad. Their bodies adapted to feast when food existed. Metabolic flexibility. Ancient people also snacked on wild berries, nuts, and fruits at night, things they found and grabbed. Foragers' trail mix. Honey hunting at night was a real thing. Ancient humans would raid beehives in the dark. Bees are less active. Genius or insane? Rock art in Spain, 15,000 years old, shows a human climbing into a beehive. Ancient honey heist. Still relatable at 1 a.m. So there you have it. 300,000 years of night snacking. From raw mammoth meat to sandy bread to chocolate with chili. Humanity, always hungry after dark. The lesson? Humans figured out how to eat in the dark long before electricity. And honestly, some of those meals were legendary. Next time you raid the fridge at midnight, just know you're continuing a 300,000-year-old tradition. You're basically an ancient human. Smash like.